A Russian ballet dancer went to a very tough school to learn how to work secretly as a spy. This story is similar to Marvel's Black Widow. Jennifer Lawrence is sitting in a chair, getting hit and hurt on purpose. She is made to take off all her clothes both in private and in public. She is cut, poked with a sharp object, and threatened with a firearm pointed at her skull. It is the present time. In Moscow, Dominika Egorova dances as a ballerina for the Bolshoi Ballet. She can no longer work because of a serious injury. So she loses her job and is in a very difficult situation. Her uncle, who is employed by the Russian government to get secret information, wants to assist her, but in return, he asks her to do something for him. He wants her to flirt with a politician who disagrees with the government and switch his phone so the government can secretly listen to his conversations. But when Dominika is alone with the politician, someone kills him. Dominika's uncle told her something that wasn't true. These extreme experiences are meant to show how strong the character, a Russian spy named Dominika Egorova, is physically and mentally. But in the end, the shocking and violent parts of the movie keep happening over and over again, without any real purpose. This makes Red Sparrow seem more like a low-quality attempt to use violence for shock value, rather than a compelling story about surviving. There is definitely more to being a spy than just knowing where to touch someone's thigh or how to speak softly near their ear. But this is all the training she gets. Oh, she is also learning how to open locked doors. Dominika is correct when she is unhappy about being sent to A with other good-looking and strong-willed young individuals who are being trained to work for Russia's secret intelligence. What she goes through is not only embarrassing, but also harmful. As the only tool she has, it might not be enough to help her get ready for the many dangers she will face. General Korchnoi, who holds a high position in Russian intelligence, wants to get rid of Dominika because she knows too much. However, her uncle proposes an alternative solution to the problem. He is amazed by how Dominika attracted the politician and offers her a job in Russian intelligence to do similar things. Dominika has no other option but to agree. Red Sparrow, directed by Francis Lawrence and written by Justin Haythe, is a movie that is adapted from the novel by Jason Matthews. But it's hard to watch it without thinking about last year's cool and action-packed Atomic Blonde, another spy movie with Charlize Theron that required a lot of physical effort. That movie was really about showing women having power and control over their lives, using their bodies to reach their goals. Dominika is informed at an early stage that her body is controlled by the government. This has been happening even before she began her spy training. Because of this, she is constantly stared at by men, which gives Red Sparrow an uncomfortable feeling that never changes. The director, Lawrence, had previously worked with Jennifer Lawrence in the last 3 Hunger Games movies. Therefore, he knows how to challenge his very talented star. She's definitely up for anything, but other than some scenes, he directs Red Sparrow in a surprisingly boring and repetitive way. The movie sounds boring and goes on for too long, which makes it not very exciting as a thriller. It starts with hope and enthusiasm, as we witness Dominika's success in her previous career as a top dancer with the Bolshoi Ballet. The Ukrainian dancer, Sergei Polyanin, is playing as her partner in the performance. Unfortunately, he doesn't get many chances to display his amazing skills. But he is important for the accident that happens on stage, which causes her career to end because she falls and gets injured. This is one of the many moments in the movie that will make you flinch and feel uncomfortable in your seat. At the same time, Nate Nash, a secret agent for the CIA, meets with a spy within the Russian intelligence, who goes by the code name Marble. When Russian police unexpectedly find the meeting, Nash has to reveal his true identity in order to help Marble escape. Nate comes back to the United States feeling ashamed. Marble doesn't want to cooperate with any other CIA agents. As a result, the CIA sends Nate to Budapest to reconnect with him. Dominika is training as a Sparrow in Russia. The training includes mistreatment that is mean and makes Dominika feel bad. Even though she is stubborn, her uncle chooses to employ her as an agent. He tells her to go to Budapest and flirt with Nate, with the hope that he will reveal who Marble is. Dominika's leg injury has caused her career to come to an end. As a result, she will no longer receive support for her housing and medical expenses, which are crucial for her sick mother. At that exact moment, her Uncle Vanya, yes, Matthias Schoenaerts actually plays a character named Uncle Vanya, comes forward with a suggestion. He is a really important person in the Russian secret spy group, and he noticed that she has always been smart and determined since she was a little kid. He believes she can help the government to keep her house and her mother safe. Yes, that is correct. He sends her to a school where she learns to be a spy. Charlotte Rampling is the tough and unfeeling boss of the training center, which is actually called Sparrow School. She teaches Dominika and her classmates how to control others by finding and exploiting their vulnerabilities. They learn to use their charms and pretend to be someone else in order to accomplish their tasks. Rampling's character, Matron, talks to the class about how the Western world is becoming weaker due to racial divisions and being too focused on social media. She believes that it's now Russia's turn to become the most powerful country in the world. This is a movie that somewhat talks about the new political tension between Russia and the United States, which is often called the Cold War. I think it would have been difficult to advertise a whole movie about Jennifer Lawrence sitting in an office in Moscow and creating fake Twitter accounts to spread negative information about Hillary Clinton. There is not enough of Rampling. In simpler words, actors Jeremy Irons and Kieran Hines also contribute to the great cast by playing small roles as important Russian officials. This is important because Dominika is given her first task. She needs to go to Budapest and get close to a CIA officer named Nate Nash, who used to work in Moscow. Her objective is to find out who the spy is that Nash was in contact with within Russian intelligence. We all know how great Jennifer Lawrence is, that's why this movie is not an exception to how great she is. She really acted the scenes well and we like it this much. In Budapest, Dominika lives with another sparrow named Marta in the same apartment. Marta, without being told, has attracted the attention of the highest-ranking official working for a U.S. senator. Dominika tells her uncle about a plan that was not allowed, and as a result, he kills Marta for breaking the rules. Dominika talks to Nate and right away tells him that she is a spy from Russia and her job is to find out who Marble really is. She offers to work as a spy for the CIA. Dominika, who is being controlled by the CIA, meets with the chief assistant of an American senator. She gets the information she is selling and replaces it with fake information. The CIA was getting close to catching their betrayer, but before they could catch her, she got hit by a van and died. Russian intelligence believes that Dominika may have shared classified information with the CIA, so they subject her to cruel and painful methods of interrogation. She won't confess to anything, but she convinces her uncle that because her own side has treated her harshly, Nate will believe her completely. Dominika's uncle says she can go back to Budapest. She tells Nate that she wants to leave her current country and go to the USA. He said yes to helping her. Lawrence and Edgerton do not have good chemistry together, which is necessary to make the whole movie work. They move around each other in a way that is playful and curious, which creates interest and excitement in the beginning. But they stop pretending so fast, and the romance that follows is not very exciting. They don't tell us about the sacrifices they're ready to make for each other, we just have to accept it as the story goes on. To be honest, the ending feels like a sudden and unrealistic solution, and the plot doesn't really make much sense. Dominika wanted to make Nate fall in love with her because Russian intelligence wanted her to. They wanted Nate to reveal the identity of the mole to her. Nate wanted Dominika to love him so she would leave her current situation. The Deus Ex Machina happens when Marble, who is secretive, unexpectedly shows himself to Dominika for an unclear motive. This means that Dominika and Nate's conflicting goals in the story are not resolved. Instead of giving the actual marble to the Russian intelligence leader, Dominika tells him that her uncle is Marble. She provides evidence such as a glass with Nate's fingerprints that she put in her uncle's apartment, a bank account in her uncle's name that she opened, and false CIA intelligence that she got, not her uncle. There is not enough evidence. Dominika gathered those things at the beginning of the story, which means she must have had the intention to blame her uncle even before she found out who Marble was. Therefore, the storyline involving Nate is not important. Fortunately, the leader of Russian intelligence is not very smart and easily falls for Dominika's obvious plan to make her uncle look guilty. As a result, everyone is pleased and leaves with a sense of contentment, except for her uncle, who unfortunately ends up dead. It's unclear if Nate and Dominika were being honest or if they were both trying to control each other. But, the last scene suggests that they are still talking to each other, at least. I'm not completely sure if I understood the story, but I found the journey enjoyable.
Thanks for watching our video. As we wrap things up, we want to say a big thank you for being a part of our awesome community. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on our future adventures. We appreciate all the likes, comments, and support you've given us. So stay tuned for more exciting videos coming your way. See you soon.